Day-to-day life was hard with depression. Alex helped as much as he could. He tried to give me time alone, breaks from our son, tried to get me to get with good friends. I usually didn't want to. I didn't want to have to be around them when they were doing well and happy and perky. Just made me feel worse. Like, why can't you be more like that? But there were times when there were thoughts of Alex would be better off, my son would be better off if they didn't have to deal with me and my depression. And there were times driving down the narrow road near our house where I thought it wouldn't be all that hard just to veer the car a little bit in front of that truck that's coming the other way. It'd be over for me. I wouldn't have to fight anymore. And Alex and Harry would be better off. Depression gave us a focus. It gave us somewhere to look. So instead of just, Tracy, are you reading your Bible enough? Tracy, are you praying enough? Tracy, are you eating right? Tracy, are you exercising? All the things you're supposed to do to take care of yourself. I was doing those things, but I still felt terrible. So we tried medication, we tried antidepressants, helped for a while, but then it didn't help anymore. And there were side effects I had to deal with that were almost as bad as just being depressed. So then we tried supplements. Any supplement that I read about in health books and alternative books that mentioned it might help with mood or depression, I went straight to the health food store and I bought the biggest bottle and I took them religiously. But none of it was enough. None of it was a permanent fix. It was all a Band-Aid. It was all a Band-Aid. We felt like we were kind of at the end of a rope. We had tried all the normal, acceptable depression things out there, and none of them really did the job for me. I would be home with Harry all day, and he would come home from work or from studies, and he would, I've got something new for us to try. I heard something else today. I've heard about this doctor who has this different therapy. One of the times when Alex was away traveling, and he had called to check on me, and I was really low. I was really struggling, and he was so upset. Alex wanted to be here. He wanted to help me. He wanted to take care of me. He wanted it to be better. But he was on one coast and I was in Tennessee. So he prayed for me and I did the best I could. And when his seminar was over, he got on a plane to come home. And it was on that plane where he just saw, God just gave him in his mind what needed to happen to make the shift in my life. And when he got home, he called me. I'm on my way home. I've got something to share with you. Alex got home. He was so excited. On the plane, it had all come so fast, and he had written as fast as he could to capture it all. And he said, I think I've been given this to help you. So I thought he was a little nuts. I thought he might be a little too exhausted. But when you've tried so many things to try and feel better, you're willing to try some things that sound a little different. And this was one of those things. And the healing codes were an amazing, quick relief. It took some time. It wasn't instant. It wasn't overnight. But the healing codes moved me from a place of hopelessness and desperation to a place where there was hope, and I could feel differences in my body and in my thinking that gave me that hope that I could be the person I was created and put on this earth to be. My favorite part of the healing codes is when Alex runs into the room and he's got a letter or he's printed an email that someone he's worked with the healing codes has results. They've talked about how it's changed their life. It's so exciting to know it doesn't work just for me. It works for other people too, and not just depression. And it's just so incredible to hear how many people can be helped that easily and that simply. And it's such a blessing to know that this thing that seems a little nuts, seems a little different, can be the key for those who have looked and looked and looked for the key. If you're skeptical about the healing codes, I can certainly understand. This is my husband, Alex Lloyd, of 20 years, and I thought he was a lunatic when he first came to me with this. It seemed too different, too off the wall, too bizarre. But when you've struggled and struggled trying to find healing, you don't have to give up hope that there is nothing out there that can help you, because the healing codes can.